Yo, I ain't playing, man. And to be truthful, follow Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna tell you how I acted, played the lead in a Hollywood a Hollywood musical feature film, filmed in Malibu a little bit, and filmed at I think Topanga Canyon, which is near Laurel Canyon. I'm gonna take my shoes off, which is near Laurel Canyon. I'm going to show you the footage. It's on my channel. Laurel Canyon is where Jim Morrison lived. And I filmed in Topanga Canyon, and I got a whole house to rent that was built as a movie house. And they rented it for $700 a day. And I think they made the movie up after the guy who owns the house. His name was Norman, and he talked like this, and he would rent his house. And see, they built it as a set house. They asked him if they could film there because he had a lot of land out in the woods, and he said okay. And they said, can we build a house on your property, like a set house, like not really as good as a real house? And he said okay. And so he let him film there, and he talked like this, and and he filmed. I took a shower, I'm clean. I filmed so much stuff today. He filmed they built a whole house on his property, a set built house, and it was so good quality that you could live in it like a regular house. And it even had plumbing and electricity. It has plumbing and electricity, but he wouldn't let us use the bathroom because he said too many people can't use it. So I had to rent a real movie trailer. A Hollywood movie trailer for actors. And I had to rent a porta potty for us to use, a generator for the movie lights and the movie equipment. I had a union crew. And that's like the IATSE or whatever union it was. And there are only a few of them, like 4 or 5 of them. And my mom worked all year as a real estate agent to let me borrow money to do it. And I got student loans to do it. And I had a scholarship at one of the best film schools. It was Chapman University. I did a whole feature film. And I'm going to show you some of the footage. I just uploaded a video on my channel. And I filmed it there with Danica DeCosto. I played the lead actor. I starred in it as Ricky, and I wrote the script. I directed it. I produced it myself. I filmed some of it on 35mm motion picture film with Aeroflex and Panavision cameras. Some of it I bought a DV camera at the time so I could film it myself, because that union crew is expensive. I ran out of money. I had to film the rest of it on my own, some of it without permits, and I did it as best I could. And it's out in store. It was out in stores. It was in physical Borders. It was in Borders books and like all these places online, and it got pretty big. It was like the 900 most popular movie of its time on the IMDb. I got up to 9,000 most popular actor or star or anyone in film. I was 9,000, and that's pretty cool at the time the movie was released. And so it's kind of cool. And Danica DeCosto, I'll show you some of the footage. I married later, got her to play one of the lead actresses in it, and in the movie we got married and had a baby. And in real life we had kids. After that we had a baby, Rowan. He was born after that movie, but he was in her tummy during the filming of it. We had just gotten married when we filmed the last scenes. 2005, Virginia. Well, we got married in Texas and went back to Virginia, but I filmed it all in Los Angeles and filmed one scene in Virginia. So I'm going to show you the footage of it. That's on my channel. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good. I can check the chat too later, but here it is. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Here's some videos I have on my channel. Real Hollywood movie. I filmed it. You know, those Panavision movie cameras and stuff. My mom helped me with the budget because she I think she gave me her whole. She gave me her whole salary. Anyway, but I had scholarships to attend the film school, and I got student loans. I had a scholarship to attend. It was one of the best film schools, and I had a real scholarship to attend based on my hard work on movies and art and stuff. I gave them a portfolio, back then they called it, and I got in with a scholarship, so I got student loans. Got to film on student loans, and here's the Jesus Christ Amen. Here's the Danica outtakes from the movie Crazy Animal. It used to be called One Nation Under God. And I changed the movie name to Crazy Animal so it wasn't too political sounding. And I had all these political ideas for it. A lot of them somehow came true, I think. I had a black girl as one of the leads. I was more liberal back then. I got more Republican later. Here it is. It's on my channel. That's just the title I added. Whoops. Let me zoom out. That's a title I just added. These are the outtakes. It's on my channel. You can watch it.
Wait, did he teach
There's
himself how to sing or what?
Yeah.
He became this real method actor. I mean...
Okay. That's the set built house. That fireplace, I guess, I don't know if he added that later or what, but this house was built as a set on his property, on Norman's property in Topanga Canyon. Those walls, I don't know if, I think he added that wallpaper later, because the wallpaper has a design on it that's not all white, because all white reflects, and they don't like that in film as much, or they used to not like it. Sometimes it's okay, but it can be a bright reflection and cause, so he had wallpaper that had a design and was a medium, some sort of off-white color or something like that, and so it doesn't get blown out white. And in the background on that TV, we had Danica's short film playing, which won a Young Artist Award. A Young Artist Award. That is a real red carpet ceremony, where when she attended, Frankie Muniz was there, and Shia LaBeouf was there on stage accepting the award for Frankie Muniz, and Danica won in the short film category, and all the other films were studio movies, because she won in the short film category, and I produced it, that film that's playing in the background on the TV that we have the rights to. Danica's film she wrote and directed, really. and I was producer on it when I was going to screenwriting school. I didn't get in the film department back then. I got screenwriting instead. I don't know why.
He became this crazy metalhead type character. And it was all in the name of his true love, Veronica, who passed on. I mean, this is his whole life. Hey, can we play some music for the guys
No.
too? That is not in the plan.
And I have this video on my channel. It's right here, called Danica Outtakes from the movie. Danica. And you can find it on my channel on John Birmingham. John Birmingham. And it's pretty interesting. It got distribution. It played on some screens, but not really, you know, it didn't play on the big screen as that much at all. Not like the big indie movies. But it went to video and it sold a lot of copies on video. And it got pretty big. And that's Danica in it. This was the 2000s, mid to later 2000s when we filmed 2004 and 2005, and we filmed a scene later in 2006. After we had moved to Virginia, we came back to Los Angeles, and I filmed a scene with Ron Jeremy, who is not the, you know, he was a celebrity I could get in the movie. Ron Jeremy, so he's in the movie. And I had to get a limo for him, and I had to pay for it on credit cards because I didn't have any more money. And we filmed it at my friend Joe Rubinstein's house, and there are a lot of kind of famous people in it. Joe Rubinstein was the director of photography, and he was just from he went to Savannah College of Art and Design. He was from Georgia or something like that. And he did some big stuff, kind of. He's CEO of Bolex cameras now. And he did some photo shoots with Paris Hilton at her parties and all these famous people. He's a really good photographer. And he's one of the people. Danica has a YouTube channel with going on 1 million subscribers. She has half a billion views. She has 500 million views, or 480 million views, something like that. And my kids are on her channel. They're the people who act in it, her and my kids. And Miss Norway was in the movie. You might know some people like this in your life. You might know some people who have more money than I've ever met. You might have like $10 billion, or, you know, actual money instead of just views. Like those A-list movie stars, or those A-list movie stars have that type. Some of them have that type of money. Like Sylvester Stallone has the same amount of money that we have in views. He's been the number one for so long. But does somebody really want to be, you know, I believe in God and Jesus and kindness to others. I don't have to be the number one best guy all the time and everything. But we're pretty good. And here's a new music video I did on my channel. I filmed it at the Roanoke Star. And these are some videos. But anyway, that was a real movie. That's a real movie. Danica Outtakes from the movie Crazy Animal, which is filmed with a movie trailer that I rented for the actors on a set-built house on many acres on a many acres property in Topanga Canyon in Los Angeles, right near where Laurel Canyon is, where Jim Morrison lived in Los Angeles. And this stuntman, Hollywood stuntman, came by and stopped by. He saw the signs I had out for my movie, Crazy Animal This Way. I think movie sets had different colored signs and stuff at the time, and he stopped by. He's a good guy. And Tony Snegoff, he did stunts on the movie, and he had helped me down at my film school at Chapman, and I was filming more scenes in Los Angeles, and he stopped by, and I could not really talk and enjoy myself and hang out and stuff. I was constantly working on the movie to make it look like a good movie, the best movie I could, the biggest budget I could possibly do. I was like working, but I enjoyed that type of work. And director of photography was really expensive, and he charged me way too much. He got me to sign this contract, and he said, well, it says here that you're supposed to pay all this money, and and I had to pay him all this money, and I had to film the rest of it on my own DV camera, and it was pretty cool. That set, in the background, the wallpaper, he had to paint. He had to put that wallpaper so it didn't reflect as much. And Danica she did not act sexy to others. She was only there for me for like first, like most of the 10 years we never were with anyone else, and we were monogamous, and so she's really good, and that's that. But so these are just my videos, at the end of this video it has links to my other films. That's just a random title I just put in. That's a random title I put in later. This was at the place in Topanga Canyon. This was in
these hot sluts.
See that car? I had it painted silver for the movie. I had it raised by this Baja shop. They raised the front. They raised the front higher than the back, and they put big tires on it. And I had it painted silver, and I put these custom stickers that I designed all on the car. One of them said your daughter might be in here. One of them said Henry, something or another, Delta, whatever. They're supposed to go to a fraternity. And I had that car. That was my car that I drove around. It was a 94 Land Rover. And it was in about, I think, 2005 or 4. And I got it for $4,200 or something, and did this stuff to it, and made it the movie car, like the fraternity guy's car. And those are the woods going to where the location was. And the guy Norman who owned the house there, instead of, they're supposed to be the jerk guys. On the side of their car, instead of SE, it said SEX. There was jerks. That's what they thought of. And the girls brought them to their woods, out to their beach house, and they tricked them and got. They were going to get them to confess to their thing they did wrong to this other woman. And I'm out in the woods. I'm this metalhead who lives in this shack I was in this shack out in the woods, this little shack, and I was like playing heavy metal, and by myself, and dressed in this strange 80s metal costume, and then I sing them songs and get them to confess to the rape that they did or whatever they did to these innocent girls or women. And that's the story, and it's the whole It's the movie Crazy Animal, and it's in stores and you can rent it or buy it. That was my first feature film. Filmed it all in Los Angeles. And there's other cool stuff like, oh yeah, I said Ron Jeremy's in it. Also, I got Brink Stevens, who's a B movie queen of the 80s and a little later, mostly 80s. I got her in it. Paid her $1,000. It was the first movie type I ever got to be in a movie. Then I met Lloyd Kaufman and got him to be in it. Gave him $1,000 to be in it. He distributed the movie and went to Trauma Dance during Sundance at Park City in 2006. We got in a film festival, and it was finally distributed around 2009. I went to all these video stores and places you can buy it online. Real movie, and it has a good purpose. It's not a bad purpose. It's a good purpose, and we did it. We were together back then. She was really good. She's really good, Danica, and so that's it. I'm gonna go. I think my computer batteries are running out. I don't have it plugged up. So I have these other videos. Like, I got in really good shape. I don't know why I have a beard, but I have some more videos on my channel and movies. Yo, man, I'm in a bed. Hope some of those people are okay. I was looking at the very end has, these are my feature films. These are some of my feature films. That's a title I created myself. I did all the post-production on them. This is a playlist of my feature films and short films. And okay, I'm gonna go. You can click like on the video if you want. You can check out the video on my channel. It's on my channel, and once this video processes, I'll put a link to it at the end of this video. Okay. I'm gonna get up. I'm so exhausted. I went for a huge hike today, and oh my gosh, I went for a huge hike today. I filmed on green screen. I went out with the dog somewhere. Hey. So I went up to those woods. There's 700 acres up there, and I was afraid to go. So because I saw a giant bear poo, and that's in one of my videos too. And it was like marking the territory of the place where no houses were anymore. And that's where the 720 acres or whatever it is. So that's going to be in a new video. I filmed it, and I went with the dogs, and I went way into it as far as I could, but I walked way, like, as far as I could into the 700 acres, and I filmed it. And I went with a big dog and a little dog, so that if there was a bear, we'd be okay. It wouldn't be, well, you could probably be okay. There's hardly any bear attacks. In all of North America, there's only 3 a year, and usually not a death. You just be careful not to feed them and get away from them and stuff. So it should be okay. But I saw a giant bear poo. There are coyotes that live up there, a pack of coyotes, and so that's gonna be that's gonna be in a video. But it's just a video. It's not one of my good movies. I may film some more movies, and I have another movie. I'm calling it like Pee-wee. It's kind of like Pee-wee's Big Adventure 2, but it's just like one with myself in it, and I don't know if I'll film other people, but I edited it, and it's like a kind of like a, I might call it something else. We Sherman or something like that. I don't know. And that's just a fun one, but it's not a huge, it's not like a lot of effort and work movie, but hi. Hi, so I'm gonna go. I filmed a bunch of other stuff for videos, but I might do some big feature films and stuff. I might start filming more real productions. So I'm gonna go. Okay. Bye. Bye. Yeah, look at this. I'm pretty strong. Yo, look at that. I feel good about my appearance. Okay. Okay. That's not what it's about, really. That's not what it's about. But um, I feel confident and happy again. That's how I particularly kind of, I don't know. Sometimes I feel happy and sometimes I don't about all I've done. But this was something cool. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye. Bye.